Hi everyone, this is Milka again, and this video is the continuation of my last video, which is about au pair. And maybe you already have an idea what au pair is and interested to start your au pair journey. So I hope this video of mine will be helpful for you. Our first question would be, what are the requirements if you want to apply as an au pair in European countries, especially in Germany? This au pair program is open for male and female applicants. If your age is between 18 to 26 years old, is not been married, have no children, and is willing to be an au pair for minimum of 6 months and maximum of 12 months, and have a basic knowledge of German language, and you need to show proof for this later, like German language certificate, A1 language certificate. If you comply these requirements, if you have all this, then this would be the opportunity for you. Country you're going to be au pair abroad, then you should have a valid passport. And then you will have, if you want to be an au pair in Germany, then you need this German language certificate, A1 certificate. And then where could you get it? Then you could learn this language in language schools, online courses, and you need to take the exam from accredited language centers. And I think there are only 2 accredited language schools who could give you the valid certificate, or the certificate that the embassy needs. And these schools are in Goethe Manila and in Goethe Cebu, I think. Yeah. And yes, way back in 2017 when I applied for my au pair visa, I need to visit the school in Goethe Manila for 3 months. And yes, I'm very lucky because my host family shouldered my language course, and it cost 25,000 for 3 months. And yeah, hindi po kasi namin alam na pwede naman palang mag self-study, or pwede ko naman palang kunin yung course na yon sa province ko, which is Iloilo City, kasi meron din palang school na nag-offer ng course na yon. And then maybe I could get the exam in Manila, but we don't have any idea that time, so very expensive. And then yeah, yun nga, dapat pag kukuha po kayo ng exam, dapat doon lang po talaga sa accredited language school or center. You have 2 options there, Goethe Makati and Goethe Cebu. And this A1 certificate, this is the certificate na kailangan ng German embassy when you apply for your au pair visa. Yes, and better po na mag self-study na kayo, or to prepare this A1 certificate para mas mapabilis po yung application nyo when you want to apply really as an au pair here in Germany. Kasi piniprefer kasi ng mga host families na nakapag-aral ka na or meron ka ng German certificate when they are looking for au pairs. Kasi kung wala pa, maghihintay pa sila ng another 3 months, or hihintayin ka pa nila, or baka kailangan ka pa nilang paaralin. So it's better na mag-aral na po kayo, and you prepare this certificate para mapabilis yung application nyo. And then I need also to write my motivation letter, why I wanted to be an au pair. And yes, some other countries they require this, but some are not. Depends upon which country you want to be an au pair. And yes, for me, para makilala din po kayo ng inyong host family, you will also need to prepare your resume or a short introduction biography, and with your picture, so that your host family will know you Kasi nga, wala pa kayong personal contact. You just chat or exchange messages in email. So, it's very important to prepare these things para your host family will know you. And yes, and information also. And it's like vice versa, na kailangan din ng host family mo na mag-prepare ng mga introduction or like a small information, very important information in exchange with your information so that you will know each other, because in later on in German embassy, when you apply for your au pair visa, there are questions that you need to answer. So it's better to have this information before, and then the process will go smoothly. And then you need also to like show proof of contact or agreement with your host family. Like for example, how did you meet? Paano nyo po sila nakilala? So when we're already qualified for the requirements of being an au pair, it's also important to decide which country we like to be an au pair. Kasi nga po, iba-iba din po kasi yung mga requirements, and it depends on which country we like to be an au pair. Like for example, sabi ko kanina, di ba nga sa Germany, kailangan ng German certificate. Pero kung sa ibang countries naman, you don't need it. So, depende lang po talaga sa inyo kung saang country po kayo mag-au pair. At yun nga, yung host family na ito is also very important na alam nyo kung saang country kayo mag-a-apply, dahil syempre may mga like sites na pwedeng makatulong sa inyo, or like Facebook group na pwede kayong mag-join doon para mas mabilis nyong makita, or marami kayong options for your host family. So, hindi po kukumpleto ang ating au pair journey kung wala po tayong host family. So, ano po ba itong host family? What is special about this family? This family would help us or accommodate us, support us when we do our au pair program. During au pair and upon processing. It's also very important na alam po natin yung rights natin as an au pair, and yung rights din po ng ating host family, na alam po natin kung ano pong mga papers, ano po yung responsibility nila na ipe-prepare nila upon processing and on the year of au pair. Kasi marami po minsan na nagkakaproblema sila, or hindi pagkakaintindihan, but everything, kung ano man po ang agreement na nakasulat sa contract, is yun po yung dapat susundin. Yeah. And the question now is, where can I find my host family? You could search the internet or visit some websites, like for example aupair.com or Au Pair World, where you could register yourself as an au pair, give your important information, your contact details, like a short description of yours with your picture, so that possible host family could see you there, could have an information about you, contact you immediately, and there already starts the conversation and the agreement. But when this is not applicable for you, when you also have relatives who are already here in Europe, then they could also look for host families for you. They could ask some of their friends or know someone who could be your host family. Or if not, then maybe you have some friends who are already here. Or yes, friend of friends, au pairs. Then you could also ask some information, some help. And I forgot that there are also some agencies who could process everything for you, and you need to register there, but I think that's also expensive, and maybe we're not that very sure if the processing takes place. but it's better that we do it on our own or personal. And I don't have any idea about agency. The host family should prepare or write the au pair contract. And what is written in the au pair contract are the most important informations or conditions. Like, for example, what is our duties as an au pair? How much is our allowance? How many hours do we work for the day? And how many days do we have as our off or as our free time? And like, for example, if there are extra job for us, then it would be paid also extra, things like that. And this au pair contract should be provided by the host family, and they will sign it, and then this contract should be sent to us, and then we are also allowed or checked it to ourselves, read it carefully, the conditions, and if there are conditions that we don't agree, we could also make some changes. And then if it's okay to the host family, then it would be they could also change it. This au pair contract should be also agreed by the both parties, the au pair and also the host family. And if it's already okay, then the both will sign it, and then it would be returned to the host family. And like, for example, the host family will pass this to the embassy. Like, for example, if my host family is here in Germany, then my host family will pass it in the Philippine embassy here in Germany, and this would be authenticated, notarized, and be checked, and to be they call it red ribbon contract, so that everything is legal and formal. And if the red ribbon contract is already finished, then it would be again sent to us, and because the au pair should present this contract in application for the au pair visa. In some other countries, the host family are required to write an invitation letter for their au pairs. Like, for me, I also received an invitation letter from my host family that they want me to be their au pair and become a part of their family. So the host family should buy the plane tickets for their au pairs. In my case, as I was an au pair here in Germany, my host family shouldered everything for my ticket. If the au pair already arrived in the host family's country, he or she can attend a language school, and the host family should have the responsibility to enroll the au pair in a language school. But if the au pair decided not to do the language course, then it's also okay. But the host family should also provide the language course allowance for the au pair. And yes, with regarding to the processing of residence permit, then the host family should also accompany or help or support the au pair in doing or in processing these papers or documents. That should not be done by the au pair alone or just by the host family, but they should help each other, and the host family also should explain the process or the papers or the documents for the au pair. And yes, I hope that I helped you with your questions, and I hope that I give you some ideas. And if you have some questions, just left it on the comments or just send me a personal message. I would be very willing to help and give you a reply. So see you on my next blog or videos, and thank you for watching.